Israel began intensifying its attacks and viciousness against the Palestinian prisoners in Israeli prisons, including underage children under 18. Many of the prisoners who were released after the 7th of October during the temporary ceasefire described atrocious conditions where many of their colleagues were beaten to death and starved in many instances. Now Israel is raising the bar, with them targeting high-profile prisoners that Hamas is likely to ask for to be released during any future prisoner swap between the Palestinians and the Israelis. We had a recent report about Marwan al-Barghouthi being beaten and tortured in solitary confinement in very harsh conditions. What I wanted to say about this is a couple of things. Nothing surprises us about Israel's brutality, that's number one. They do what they always did before, but they're only intensifying it more now, particularly after the humiliation they've been facing from the Palestinian resistance. However, with them targeting someone like Marwan al-Barghouthi, you have a more likelihood, and this also shows that there's a potential of these people actually being released. Otherwise, they wouldn't necessarily look to torture them further in Israeli prisons. So while we previously said that Israel could kill them, could kill some of the high-profile prisoners, they might not reach a level where they would kill them, but with some of them they might torture them and put them in harsher conditions. Previously, we had Walid Daqqa, who had cancer, who passed away in Israeli prisons after he was due to be released, by the way. And it wouldn't be surprising for anyone if Israel starts to assassinate them. But the fact that Israel is putting harsher conditions on these people and looking to assassinate them as well means that the Palestinian resistance is potentially asking for them with any potential swap. Now, the Palestinian resistance isn't declaring that very much. The comments that we're getting from the Palestinian resistance is that we're looking to release all of our prisoners. We are hoping to clear all of the prisoners. However, earlier in the war, the tone was a bit more straightforward from Hamas in particular, that we want to empty out Israeli prisons. Whether or not all of them will be released, including the high-profile ones, will be revealed obviously after we reach a stage of a potential ceasefire and a stage where a prisoner swap is taking place. And remember, this could take years. Previously, with the Gilad Shalit prisoner swap, it took 5 years to complete, and you spoke about one Israeli soldier at the time. These things take a lot of time, so even if not all of them, even if they won't be released all at once now, and that's most likely not going to be the case because you're going to have stages, you might see some high-profile Palestinian prisoners being released at a later stage from Israeli prisons alongside the high-profile IDF troops and commanders that the Palestinian resistance holds in Gaza that they kidnapped on the 7th of October.